We must dream of an aristocracy of achievement arising out of a democracy of opportunity. Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain always cool and unruffled under all circumstances. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. The care of human life and happiness, and not their destruction, is the first and only object of good government. One man with courage is a majority. I find that he is happiest of whom the world says least, good or bad. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Nothing is unchangeable but the inherent and unalienable rights of man.
No freeman shall be debarred the use of arms. Our greatest happiness does not depend on the condition of life in which chance has placed us, but is always the result of a good conscience, good health, occupation, and freedom in all just pursuits. Our liberty depends on the freedom of the press, and that cannot be limited without being lost. The boisterous sea of liberty is never without a wave.
Only aim to do your duty, and mankind will give you credit where you fail. The earth belongs to the living, not to the dead. When you come to the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. The art of life is the art of avoiding pain. Power is not alluring to pure minds. He who permits himself to tell a lie once finds it much easier to do it the second time. Don't talk about what you have done or what you are going to do. A coward is much more exposed to quarrels than a man of spirit. When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes duty. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. There is nothing more unequal than the equal treatment of unequal people. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. Never put off to tomorrow what you can do today. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. It is always better to have no ideas than false ones. To believe nothing, than to believe what is wrong. Whenever you do a thing, act as if all the world were watching. Every human being must be viewed according to what it is good for. For not one of us, no, not one, is perfect. And were we to love none who had imperfection, this world would be a desert for our love. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. It is the great parent of science and of virtue, and that a nation will be great in both, always in proportion as it is free. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain always cool and unruffled under all circumstances. He who knows best knows how little he knows. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past.